What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So as you guys notice, I'm riding something else right now, and it's not something completely new. It's the Super Duke 1290. It's a 2019 model. It was leftover brand new. For some reason it hung around long enough from 2019 to 2022, and I found out about it, so I had to get it. So this is the black and orange color scheme with the orange wheels. So why what are we what am I doing with this bike? So I have a confession to make, and I am selling my Ducati V4R. Not because it's a horrible motorcycle, not at all, far from that. It's a great motorcycle. The problem is I have a couple fatal flaws about the bike. It's a personal fatal flaw. It's not like fatal flaw of the bike. So you might not find it the same. You might not find the reasoning agreeable. So, but the first one is the heat. It's a very hot bike to ride. Granted, I don't really ride it on the street, but when I do, it burns the hell out of me, like my legs and stuff. So mainly it is a track bike. It is a track bike. It's made to be in the track. So that's fair. So it just burns the hell out of me. So there's one that's actually it's getting annoying over time. So, and then the second one is how expensive it is. So I know how expensive it is. It's just I track the thing, and I do try sometimes, and it gets a little hairy, and you think about the price of the bike. So that kind of thing, I kind of just want to get something cheaper, and this was definitely a steal of a deal. Oh wow, that rhymed a little bit. So yeah, it was a steal. I can't disclose the price because out of professional courtesy, because the dealer that sold this to me is the same dealer I got the first Super Duke that I had, the 2018 at the time. So they gave me like an insider hookup, like, hey, we have this thing going on, we can work on it and stuff like that. So I did. I took the deal. So I am selling the V4R. Yeah, so that's what's happening with that. I just plain and simple, I just want something cheaper for the track. I looked at the prices of a lot of bikes, actually, a lot of consideration. I even told myself, like, I'm just gonna, if I crash the V4R. I said that to myself, like, yeah, I have insurance, I can just do that. But like, I don't want to deal with just crashing on an expensive motorcycle. I crashed a Ducati 1098S back in the day. I just don't want to have that feeling. It's a nice bike to crash. It's too nice. So the person that's the person that could ride that thing, somebody that is more capable and that could afford to to do the things that need to be done on that bike, if it does fall, yeah, that's great. It's just not gonna be, it's not on the cards for me right now. So I can't crash a $42,000 motorcycle. Emotionally and financially. Financially is fine. I mean, like I said, you have insurance, then your insurance will pay for it. But I just didn't want to deal with it. Yeah, it's also that heat problem. It's not always an issue. Some people don't care about it. I care, because I ride a lot, and like when I feel it, it's just kind of like, oh, it's that thing again. So you got to keep moving. The only way that it feels okay is when you're moving. So when you stop is when you get burned. So yeah, so the Super Duke is it. So I looked at a lot of bikes, like I said, R6s, all the 600 class bikes. I looked at all that. A lot of other 1000s and S1000RR, they still have their problems. 2020, 2021, 2022 is still the same thing. So Damn, in stock form on street mode, this thing is still a freaking beast. So this one, 177 horsepower, whatever, you know, I don't really care. It's just fun. It's just a fun bike. Like, it's not about the speed. You know, the V4R being a 200 something horsepower motorcycle, going from that to this, I don't even miss it, because I'm not really using all that power on the street or anything, or at the track. So, but it does go at the track though. It out accelerates people in the corner. It's like, the bike is just so good. It's hard to, it's a great bike. It's a great bike. If you can afford a V4R someday, you should get a V4R. It's just too good. Should park at a parking lot somewhere and show you guys the bike. Just don't know where. Yeah, so I looked at R6s. The prices on the 600cc bikes is right now, maybe it's the market being crazy, but it's insanely expensive for a used motorcycle. Let's just say I got this bike for the price of a 600cc motorcycle. So with that in mind, it's a no-brainer, as they say. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, I just wanted to shoot this video for you guys, you know, to show you guys what I got and why I got it. Hopefully my battery doesn't run out before we go and walk around when this light is taking too long. But anyway, yeah, so this is gonna be the track bike. I have to redo basically all the mods that I did before. Almost all is what I want for the bike. Almost all the mods I did is something that I would want to do again. I don't think of course the power mods is the same, exhaust the same, Rottweiler the same. The a flash or a power commander is what I'm kind of on a toss-up right now. I don't have any complaints with the bike running in the power commander, so I don't know. So I keep hearing things about the flash, how good the flash could be. Yeah, the flash, you don't have to do any piggyback, and, like, you know, they say it's less points of failure. But my power commander never failed for me, so I don't really have a problem with a power commander. And I'm very familiar with a power commander too, so I don't know. It's also cleaner because a flash, it still retains your one of the positive points of the flash is it retains your O2 sensors, so you can get a flash and be tuned for, you know, for different elevations, and the computer can basically, you know, map itself, or not map itself, but like it's able to, I guess, adjust to different elevations. If you're riding somewhere that that's, you know, there's elevation changes, you know, it matters. But I don't know, like when I rode my power commander one, it didn't really feel like it's hiccuping on certain locations. But I guess I never gained elevation. I don't know, I never rode it to a mountain or something. I don't know. But anyway, I can just get another map too. Like I can just in advance, I'll be like, I know I'm going here. I can just ask Rottweiler to give me another map for this kind of location, this elevation. I'm sure they have some. So there's that. We'll stop by here at my usual parking lot. Left or right? Left or right? I'm not sure. We go left. The quick shifter on this is so smooth. Oh, they closed it down. What? Wow. That's my usual parking lot. Yeah. That's right. I'll just go to this other one. Alright, let's stop here. do a little walking around, see if there's a light right here. Let's park it right like this. Okay. Am I still recording? Alright, make this quick. So, here she is. Yeah, the black and orange definitely makes a different impact. The one I had before, the 2018, was all black. There's not a lot of contrast on the last one, so this one definitely is. I think I like this one better. The only thing that's a little bit off is just this part, but I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure I can live with it. I did already take care of this part here. So there's like a metal emblem. It's a sticker, so every time you wipe around here, it kind of peels it. I took that off already because it's just kind of silly. So you see that it's already embossed with a KTM anyway. Took that out. I haven't done anything to it, but I do have parts coming in. So my goal for this bike right now, knowing that what I did previously already, is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to ride the bike. I'm gonna try my best to ride the bike stock at the track for now. I'm gonna try because I know how good the modified version is. I just wanna see how the bike is stock as is. It feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. I need to adjust the suspension. It's a little mushy. It's always been like that. Out of the box, I have to get it adjusted. But I remember when I had my Super Duke before, when I was tracking it, I know I wanted to replace that suspension. So I might get a cartridge kit for the front and the Öhlins rear shock for the rear. But we'll see if we can do some adjustments again and see. I did lose some weight. My weight did change, so I don't know if maybe I'm in the range of settings for this, because I was so heavy back in the day. So I don't know. So we'll see. Well, I want to try it stock, just so I can know the difference when I mod it. Because before I modded the 2018 at 5 miles. So essentially, I never knew how the bike really is. I never knew how the bike really is. I know. I mean, off the bat, it was running great. With the Rottweiler exhaust and the tune. So I didn't wait. I just got it and modified it right away. So it looks like it's a very redundant thing for the channel to start over with a Super Duke, but I think the Super Duke is the bike. It's the right bike right now for what I need. I know I change bike like so often, and I keep saying something is good, but even though I replace it, so don't just hear me out, but not, I guess keep an open mind, because I do change my bikes so often. But I do like this bike, that's why I'm buying it the second time. So some of you might be thinking, why am I not waiting for the 2021 or the 22 Evo? To be honest, I cannot find the 2021. I went to Cycle Trader. I asked dealerships if they have any leads on one. Nothing. Evo, yeah, you could place a deposit on the Evo. I could get an Evo, but it's also limited, super limited. They're not. The availability of that bike is not a lot here in the California stateside, so I don't know. In Europe, I'm sure maybe it's okay, but I don't know. Here, it's hard to get. So one of the dealership that I'm working with, the one I bought this bike from, they're only getting 2 or 3. So the demand is high. Also, there is the thing with the semi-active suspension. I'm sure it's good, but on the track, I kind of like it. I kind of like the static. I got used to the Panigale V4R, the static suspension. You set it one time, and it's the same thing every single time. So you know where you are, what your bike is doing. The semi-active, I'm sure it's good. I don't have the I don't have the input that is. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing to control the bike, the suspension, stuff like that. So, nuances. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure everyone will be just as fast. It's the same thing, and just I like the turning the knobs, and I know the settings. I know what's happening. I know why this is like this because of this setting, that kind of thing. So I wanted to stick with the static. So if I was gonna if I was to find a 2021, I could have gotten the 2021. I just couldn't. So here we are. So yeah, the used bikes that I was talking about, they were asking 14, 15 for R6s, 2020 R6 and stuff like that. I was looking at R1s. I never had an R1. Never had a Yamaha motorcycle. I never had a Kawasaki motorcycle. So ZX6R, even the ZX10R a little bit. Not really. I don't really like the ZX10R. Not because it's a bad bike. I just don't really prefer a ZX6. A ZX. Was I saying ZX6R? I like a ZX6R, not the ZX10R. That's what I was gonna say. I'm nothing wrong with the ZX10R. I just don't prefer it. So it is just. I'm sure it's actually a really fast motorcycle. It's really good. For some reason, I just don't prefer it. I don't know. Maybe it's the looks, or how green it is. Yeah, maybe there's other colors, but for 1000s, I was looking at. Funny enough, I was looking at the V4 2022 because that's a significant upgrade on the 2022. But also another expensive motorcycle, right? So you go down in price. Easier to live with, no heat, enough power, comfortable on street and on track. So this is the bike for me. There's other nakeds out there, but the Super Duke is my choice because I just like the Super Duke. So Tuono is the next. I think the top dog on the naked, super naked. So if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But for me, it's the Super Duke. So here we are. Back again on the Super Duke 1290 2019, and I hope you guys like this change, and some people actually like it, that we're going back to the KTM. So alright, you guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.